Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Rul Sulistian. NIM 2003020011. I'm from Math Department. The Legend of Sijangoy Island, Riau Islands. Once upon a time, there was a famous commander of Riau. Commander Kawal was his name. Not only was smart and brave, the commander-in-chief Kawal was also famous for his magic. Because of the correct, intelligent, and supernatural power of the commander-in-chief, the state of Riau was always safe from pirates and those who intend to attack or dominate. One day, several ships come to the port of Riau. The ships evidently were pirates which were directly led by Sijangoy. Sijangoy was a notorious pirate whose name was feared throughout Cambodia, Sarawak, Brunei, and Sumatra. Once the pirate ship docked at the port, Sijangoy was immediately met by several Riau State Hulu Balang. The leader of Hulu Balang reported Sijangoy to Commander Kawal. Receiving the report, Commander Kawal intended to halt negotiation. No matter how powerful and brave he was, Commander Kawal preferred to pursue peace rather than war. He did not want to sacrifice any life because of a war. A war would only be begun if the negotiation had been closed or dispute could not be resolved. Commander Kawal came alone to the ship of Sijangoy without any guards and weapons. He walked calmly aboard Jangoy's ship. Commander Kawal's arrival surprised Sijangoy, incredibly surprised when he found out that the commander came alone to meet him. According to him, only brave people with high ability would dare to do it. In any case, he was amazed by the courage of the commander-in-chief. He should have paid homage to the commander. Instead, he took his evil plans to harm the commander. Jangoy received the commander-in-chief and invited him to sit down. In honor of the commander, Sijangoy served battle leave, complete with white lime pass and areca nut. Please, sir, sighed Sijangoy at the clinch. Commander Kawal learned that the battle leaf served were not ordinary battle leaf, but nettle leaf. Nettle leaf were indeed a type of battle leaf, but very poisonous. Commander Kawal smiled and refused to eat those. Jangoy was not offended by Commander Kawal's refusal. If someone did not eat betel, of course he ate bakik or pepper betels. He thought Jangoy then served bakik in the betel box or tepak sirih. Continue his evil tactic. He had previously placed poisonous nails and the bakik. Commander Kawal smiled without hesitation. He took the serving and immediately ate it. As he chewed, Commander Kawal said, "Let's eat this big together, Mr. Jangoy." Sijangoy was shocked when the commander invited him to eat those together. Suddenly, fear crept into his head. The commander-in-chief Kawal ate the poisonous nails in peace, even though the poison he put was very strong. It took only seconds after being exposed to the poison should a man be killed, let alone eat it. But the poison had no effect toward the commander. Commander was still alive and kept chewing the poisonous nails. Joing was confused. His nerves became even worse when he saw the commander broke the back kick with his finger. All of that show how high the supernatural power of him, considering that those were poisonous nails. He could imagine if the commander's fingers could break every bone in his body. "Forgive us, sir," Jangoy suddenly said and bent the knees. "We admit defeat." Jangoy reiterated his intention to attack and occupy Riau. He had seen with his own eyes how strong and powerful the commander was. He would definitely be defeated if they fought against the commander. Although Si Jangoy immediately ordered all his men to leave the anchor and to leave the port of Riau before the ship set sail, the Jangoy threw the scrap into the sea while vowing, "If this Bakik sing, I won't come to this place again." The Bakik thrown by Jangoy sank and never repaired. The land of Riau returned to be normal, serene, and peaceful. No more pirates attempted to attack or control Riau. News of the correct and supernatural power of the commander-in-chief and had spread everywhere. One day, the people of Riau were shocked by the sudden death of the Commander Kawal. Sadness was immediately spread in Riau because of the death of the best commander that they ever had. The people wept over the departure of the famous commander, who was brave, powerful, and loved peace. Commander Kawal's death was heard by Si Jangoy. His intention to attack and conquer Riau again ignited and continued to flare up. There was no longer a figure he feared of. It made him immediately order all his men to sail to Riau. "We attack and occupy Riau," he shouted excitedly. The ship of Si Jangoy arrived in the territorial sea, where he had vowed not to come back to Riau if the Bakik he threw into the sea did not arise. The sea was located between Penyengat Island and Keriting Bay. At the time Jangoy was on the bridge, Si Jangoy suddenly fell and got sick. The notorious pirate leader was in severe pain. The physician who was later broke to treat his illness was unable to do much. He was unable to cure Si Jangoy's illness. Jangoy believed that the pain they experienced was because he had broken his vow. He deeply regretted his action. However, it was too late. He felt his end was near, so he ordered all his men to bury his body in that place if he did. Not long after giving the message, Si Jangoy breathed his last. As per his last message, Si Jangoy's body was thrown into the sea where he had fought, between Penyengat Island and Keriting Bay. A miracle happened after Si Jangoy's corpse sank to the bottom of the sea. Suddenly, an island appeared in that place. The island was the name after the pirate leader, Jangoy Island or Pulau Paku.